Hi watch fans, today's my 16610 LV, which has a T on the case to denote sort of 2003-2004 period, and with respect to the green bezel in the 2003-2004 period, it has a T on the case, so it will tell you it's a 16610 T, 16610 T. In dealing with these watches, got to be a little bit careful, because there are dudes out there that get like a regular Submariner, get a fake bezel and palm it off as an anniversary. Now, we've got two anniversaries in mentioning the word anniversary, because this is what this is. This is a genuine, true anniversary, being that because of the 4 that's on there. Is it a FAT4, a flat 4, or elliptical 4? I know there are other reviews that have been done, and years before I've done this. But these are only made 2003, 2004, F registration and Y registration respectively. So you won't find a FAT4 in the 2005 D reg or a Z reg 2006 and all the way up to 2010. That's like a second generation anniversary, if you like, a tribute to the anniversary. But they kept it going because it was popular. So this is a true anniversary. It's got to be an F series, got to be a Y series. Anything outside of that, it's not an anniversary. Some Ys are pointed 4s, but you can't get a pointed 4 on an F plate, as far as I'm aware and concerned, because that's what Rolex did. They made these FAT4s in that period of time. But the pointed 4s will be a crossover point. So if you do want to get one of these, you've got to try to get the flat 4. But the pointed 4s are commanding a bit of a wedge at the minute, because of the FAT4s, and they're actually creeping up to and surpassing the values of the Hulk at new prices. So this has really gained collector status. It always was, but it's sort of lifted off in the last 18 months. Crazy. So same features, same sort of maxi dial, 18 karat gold white surround, lovely font on the print, but they've done the lacquer that's on that dial to get the print just as it is. Nice shine to it, 18 karat white gold hands. Just a lovely watch all round. Swiss made watch with its sit at the bottom, 40mm case, regular trip lock. The bracelet's been sort of polished quite roughly. Look at that, that's really rough. When I had it sent to me, the guy said, yeah, it's kind of as new. The guy just had it in his safe, but look at that, man. That's just been polished out. Couldn't polish it. I mean, anyway, can you say? It's been done already, and I bought it. The coronet's not in bad nick, but it could be better. You can tell that it's been polished out. You really want that thing to be as clean and as crisp, as high and bold as possible. But when it starts sort of fading in like that, you know that the wheel's been on it, or a brush of some kind has been on it. Solid end links though, and you can see even on the inside that Rolex had sort of kept this 904 steel aesthetically sorted from the inside. So that's how they print their things. Embossings. This watch, because I've got the link off, it's got the diver's extension, which you can see inside there. That's a diver's extension in there. Put that back in. And that essentially is this watch. You can get one of these, you'd be quite fortunate. But they are, as I say, commanding a premium, and without papers, 7 grand. With papers, 8.5, 9 grand. New old stock, 10 grand. It wasn't like that a year ago. So if you've got savings and your money in the bank's not doing much, I'd suggest you buy one of these. Or it'd be a GMT Pepsi. This pointed 4 or flat 4. Get one of the Rolex sport watches if you can get a Daytona with box and papers. I mean, there's some places say that the box and papers don't really mean much, but in most places and under most circumstances, the papers will make a difference of £500. So you can buy a watch without the papers, and whoever's buying it says, has it got box and papers? And saying it's got a box but ain't got the papers, and people lose interest. You can see it on their face. Their face drops like, well, No papers. But yeah, it's a guarantee. It's not a validation of the watch, but it's a guarantee that the numbers ought to match up, especially if they're punched. But having said that, you can go on eBay and on various places and get fake documents. So, you know, you just got to be careful. But it makes sense to get them with box and papers. It's easier to sell on when you're finished with them, which is why some people buy these, because after you've worn it for a year or so, you can sell them on and it's like currency. So if you're sitting on a wedge and your money's not doing much, I would suggest before this bubble on this stuff busts, that you'd put your money in it and get something out of it and enjoy it at the same time. And it's an interest, and you can stoke your interest, you know, learn all kind of things, all kind of bits and pieces about these watches. There's so much to sort of get into. You know, I don't have the wherewithal to get behind this and find out what the movement's really like. But yeah, it's just enough to sort of generate a serious kind of interest. Lifestyle, points of conversation. You know, you can strike conversation with strangers because they see your watch and say, okay, you're a watch lover. And nothing in it. It's just, you know, you're just being friendly and all of that. So yeah, this is my 16610 LV. Hope it's been a little bit informative and just enjoyed the sharing. I know sometimes when we watch these blogs, it's just a escapism thing, and this is really what this is just, you know, escapism. So yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers, take it easy.